Well, hi. Today is Monday, September 15th, 2025. I'm Todd Studer, and this is Morning Coffee. And we are going to get wet later this week. Looks like rain coming towards Wednesday, and then there's a chance for rain in the forecast all the way through the weekend. So enjoy the next couple of days. Still unseasonably warm, although not quite as warm as what we experienced over the weekend. Yeah, it was kind of hot out, wasn't it? But I think, you know, as my voice cracks like I'm still a teenager, I think that the humidity was a little bit lower, so it wasn't quite as uncomfortable as it has been through the summer months. But again, fall is just around the corner. And on a programming note, I'm going to tell you about this, and probably will mention it again later this week. But I'm actually going to be taking some time next week. But that doesn't mean we won't have shows. What that means is I just have to work twice as hard. We're going to get some shows recorded, bring them to you during the time that I'm going to be gone. And also, if you have someone or something that you would like to learn more about, send me an email and we'll see if we can't get it on the show. toddstuder@gmail.com is the email address. Last week, I had an opportunity to meet a couple of wonderful ladies who reached out to me because they wanted to start a podcast. And this is what they've come up with. It's called Wine, Wisdom, and Wit with Nettie. And it's pretty entertaining. They did a informal poll about what their friends and their followers would like to see as topics on their podcast. And this is an audio-only podcast. And they came up with it, and they've already got them going. In fact, the first 2 episodes are active today. I'll put a link in the description to today's show so you can go to that. And I thought, well, what better way to help them promote and help them launch their brand new podcast than bringing you a clip of it right here on Morning Coffee. And I think that you're going to find out that this is going to be one of your favorites. These are local ladies doing a podcast right here in Council Bluffs. And that's what I love about it. We need to support local. And for being brand new to the industry, they are surprisingly polished coming right out of the gate. No, they don't think so, but I do. I think it sounds pretty darn good. So I'm going to bring you a clip from that podcast today on the show. S&B Country Kennel has become the top spot in Southwest Iowa when you need to know your dog will receive only the best. And if you want the best, you know, they have an end of summer bash coming up on the 20th of September, and get your tickets that you can go to their website, sbcountrykennel.com. They have boarding, daycare, grooming, self-washing, training, even a membership available to a dog park that's over an acre in size. S&B Country Kennel, just west of I-29 on Bunkie Avenue, south of Council Bluffs. Also coming up at the end of the month, September 30th, and then rolling over into October 1st, is AIM Institute's Heartland Developers Conference. This is the first time that the AIM Institute has had the Heartland Developers Conference in Council Bluffs. It is going to be at the Mid-America Center. For over 15 years, HDC has been the go-to event for Silicon Prairie developers. They have keynote speakers, deep dive breakout sessions, an exhibitor hall, and invaluable networking opportunities. You can get your tickets by going to hdc.aiminstitute.org. Get registered, and we'll see if we can't get Dala and some others from AIM Institute back on the show before the Heartland Developers Conference to talk more about it. And since 1870, Avela Bank has been providing Iowans with high-quality financial products and services to fit their needs. If you need a loan, like to start a new business account, saving money for a trip, or looking to open a personal checking account, Avela's qualified bankers can help you with all of that and more. Visit avela.bank to learn more. Okay, as I mentioned, a brand new podcast just launched this morning, Wine, Wisdom, and Wit with Nettie. Let's check in and bring you part of today's episode.
Cheers! And welcome to Wine, Wisdom, and Wit with Nettie. You do not want to listen to this podcast if you are under 18, unless it's 118, because this is for adult men and women.
You're looking to follow the perfect people who have done everything right. Wisdom often comes from errors, and we've made plenty of them.
Plenty of them. And you should not listen to this if you can't handle the truth. We are too tired to spend energy dancing around the truth. This is a fact-based, tell it like it is broadcast. So if that doesn't appeal to you, just pull up your big girl and big boy pants and move on.
You don't want to smile if you listen to an episode and you don't smile at least once, you can have your money back.
That did not sound enthusiastic at all. Yes, we are offering full refunds if you don't smile during our podcast.
So, Lynette, what are you drinking today?
Oh, I have chosen a lovely Juggernaut Cabernet from the Napa Valley. It retails for around $20, and it has like a black currant with notes of vanilla and mocha.
Yum.
The first time I ever tasted this wine, it was actually at a wine party. And a friend that was invited was not a wine drinker, but he had researched, really good, reasonable cabs and came up with this one. I'll keep him anonymous, but a shout out to Q. And so he brought it, and it got second at our wine party.
Wow.
It's kind of been a favorite. What have you selected today?
I'm drinking a Cabernet from the Hafner Winery in Alexander Valley. And it's a full-bodied Cabernet. It's a family-owned winery we've been going to for years, and you can only buy it if you're a member. And we tell all our friends about it, and we have taken friends there, and they appreciate it. And it's just it's at least $50 or more.
Yes.
So I would say it's more expensive, but
worth every
it's worth
penny.
it.
So we did a little poll to figure out what you guys want to hear about. And the number one response we got was keys to a successful marriage. And so we thought we would start at the end and work backwards, asking, why do some marriages fail and what can we learn now, either as someone who's wanting to get married or someone who's already married, wanting to strengthen their marriage or avoid divorce. And speaking of divorce, there are some staggering statistics.
Yes, there are many.
Like 45% of first marriages fail.
I find that very sad.
It is sad. That's like good for the wedding venue industry, though.
Right. That's a good point.
Recurring income. How about this one? 65% of second marriages fail.
See, you told me that, and I thought that was way high.
Oh, I never lie.
I'm sure you don't.
That can be checked and triple checked on Google.
Yeah, Google doesn't know everything.
Anyway, this is a fact-based show, and that's the fact that we retrieved. But let's talk a little bit about, the reasons for divorce. So obviously marrying correct the first time is hugely important, but of the top 10 reasons that people divorce, one of them is marrying too young.
Right. I believe that wholeheartedly. If you wait until you're 25 or older, you're likely to stay married.
You know what?
I think that's a fact.
It is a fact. In fact, I can quote that fact right here. The divorce rate is 60% for those marrying before age 25. Why do you think that is?
Because you're too young. You don't even know what you want to do with your life yet.
And if you're a guy, your frontal lobe isn't even fully developed.
Well, there you go. They certainly don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, I think there's probably, a lack of experience, a lack of self-awareness, what kind of person we're best suited for, a lack of emotional maturity. So,
well, and money.
Oh,
money is huge.
Well, and that's another reason for divorce. So if you're starting off already, immature, not emotionally mature, and then you also don't have money. So
yeah,
it's like,
I think that's a huge part. And some marriages end because one of you wants to have fun all the time and the other one's trying to get their life together.
Mm-hmm.
And, maybe that's not true, but that's the way I feel.
Mm-hmm. And I think, can marriages before age 25 survive? Absolutely. But statistically, the odds are against you.
I have friends that have been married since they were 18. And they're still married.
And it worked, right?
It worked. There were a lot of challenges
over
the years, but it worked. Not everybody's going to have that. We know that.
Right. Yeah.
I totally agree that I was too young first time around.
Again, making those mistakes, learning that, gaining that valuable wisdom through the tears.
Right.
Another reason people divorce is that they go into marriages with different expectations, and I think that can come a lot from how you were raised.
Right. I'm sure.
So we only know what we grew up with. So if I meet someone who grew up in a totally different way, doesn't mean it can't work, but you're already going in with different expectations.
Well, a big one is religion.
Mm-hmm.
If you not knocking Baptists, Catholics. I was a Baptist. My ex-husband was a Catholic.
Mm.
And they have totally different ideas of religion and how you're supposed to act.
So then you're already behind the 8 ball.
Yeah. I mean, you started out that way.
Because there's enough conflict in a healthy marriage
Yep.
to deal with without having these things added.
Right.
Another reason for divorce is alcohol or drug addiction.
Gambling.
Mm-hmm.
That's another
Gambling,
big
right?
one.
Yeah. Now, are those things that you can foresee when you're dating somebody? Maybe, but maybe not.
Not if it happens after you've already gotten married.
Right.
There's a lot of ifs.
Right. And then the old infamous infidelity.
Well, yeah, then there's that, which comes along with the other three.
Right.
Typically. So, yeah.
Or can, anyway. What did we talk about? People just, another reason is basic incompatibility and like people just falling out of love. And I always think we fell in love once, just fall back in.
Well, that would be great. You didn't have all the baggage that came along with that.
That's for sure. I think, I don't know how many people that get divorced the first time sought counseling first.
Yeah, I think it can happen. I don't believe that it's going to fix your marriage. Maybe some people it can. But if you've had so many, what's the word? Don't want to say burdens, but you've had so many things happen like alcoholism or gambling or
a lot of hurts.
Yes. How is a counselor going to fix that? They say, you need to forget. Well, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
It's always in the back of your mind, especially if you have infidelity. Are you going to ever forget that?
People do it. I mean, there's been people that have put their marriage back together after infidelity, and my hat goes off to them.
Mine too.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you were too young and you found the wrong guy or woman and wasn't going to work from the start.
Right.
That's a terrible thing to say.
We're really starting off this episode on a downer, aren't we?
I know, that's no fun.
So, I mean,
think about how you can keep your marriage together.
The thinking is maybe, one key to a successful marriage is choosing wisely. So,
right.
If you know what might happen, you can guard against that in some way.
Good point.
So when you think about, what makes your marriage happy, what are some things that come to mind?
Honesty. That's one of my big things. I think if you stay honest and tell each other the truth, even if it hurts, it'll keep you together.
I was going to say, do you think a spouse can be too honest?
Well, yeah. Me too.
So where is the line? Where's the balance?
I guess it depends on what you need to be told or what you need to tell.
When we were talking about all the divorce rates and reasons people get divorced, I'm sure there are some listeners that think, well, why get married at all? Some think it might be easier to avoid all these marriage challenges. But there was a study done by Sam Peltzman out of the University of Chicago School of Business, and he studied what it takes to have a premium marriage. And he found happiness among married people so much greater than not only single people, but people who cohabitated. And?
Yeah, see, that's known as a cliffhanger. You have to click on the link and to listen to the entire episode and find out what's coming up next. Congratulations, Nettie. You've got a great show. I'm looking forward to a long run for Wine, Wisdom, and Wit with Net and Nettie. Do you or does someone you love need in-home care? Home Care Advocacy Network helps you maintain your own privacy in your own space while still receiving care and support with a personalized touch. Aging in place is critical for many people, and Home Care Advocacy Network can meet those needs with an understanding that assisted living is best at home. HCAN of Southwest Iowa, bringing the personal touch to care at home in Council Bluffs, Glenwood, Red Oak, Clarinda, all across Southwest Iowa. Visit hcan.com/Southwest Iowa to learn more. And you know that technology should work for you, not against you. At ThinkSpace IT, they provide expert IT solutions to keep your business running smoothly and securely. From cybersecurity and cloud services to network management and tech support, they simplify IT to make sure that you can focus on what matters most. Stay protected, stay connected, stay ahead. Visit ThinkSpaceIT.com. That's going to wrap up today's show. Busy week. We've got some more candidates coming up. We're going to be doing interviews with folks that are running for mayor, also running for city council and in Council Bluffs, and a lot more still ahead. And I'm looking forward to a great week right here on the show. My name's Todd Studer. We'll be back with you again on Tuesday morning.